table I have here, it's over 100 years old, and it's a friend of mine, and I said I'd restore the top for him. So with furniture restoration, the number one thing, first of all, people do is they'll grab a sander. Don't need a sander, put that away. Or if it's really, really bad, they grab an electric plane. Don't need that either, put that away. Or you could use a flapper disc on a grinder. Don't need that either, put that away. Then we'll go paint stripper. Always a good thing. No, don't need that, put that away. Oh, well, I'll scrape it off with a scraper. You could use a spatula, or you could use a barbecue mate or an egg flip, and you scratch all. Don't need any of that, throw that away. It's another scratcher that they use for windows and cleaning out glazing bars. Don't need that either. You could use a sanding block and sander back. Nope, don't need that either. A chisel's always good for taking paint and everything off. Nope, don't need that either. So, what am I going to do to clean this top off with? I'll show you the most sensitive and sympathetic way of restoring antiques like this. Steel wool, methylated spirits, just ordinary metho. Tip it on. This is coarse steel wool, grade 1 medium. Get the steel wool, that's sat there for a little bit, and just very, very lightly rub over with the steel wool. That's all it takes. A little bit more there if you start to run out. And what I've actually done there is I've cleaned all the grime and all the old shellac off, but I've also left a little bit of the original finish there. So when that's dry, which won't take too long, you rub your hand over it, it's smooth. You've almost taken it back to what it would have been like when it had been polished in the first place. That's how easy it is to reconstitute an old finish. Now, bearing in mind this is shellac, or sometimes called lacquer, sometimes called varnish. You have to test the pieces that you're actually going to work with to see that it'll work. If that didn't work, then it might need something else. If, for example, it was a nitrocellulose lacquer, I would then use the same technique, but I'd use nitro thinners to clean it back. The only thing that really I have found that causes great problems, except for a solid coat of enamel, which then, sure, yeah, you've got to use a sander to get the colour off, is a product I still think, there you go, I still think they make it, called Estopol, made by Wattle, and that stuff will not come off with anything. So then you have to use a belt sander or a plane or something or other, or a card scraper to get it off. But if it's shellac, that's what it is. Bit of steel wool and metho, bit of elbow grease, and now that is dry. And we'll go in really close and you can just see how beautiful and clean it is. And it's given me a really nice surface to apply the new coat of shellac on.